Who wants to start it off?
You do, because you're always like, ah!
Okay, ready? Hey, are you ready?
Pretty accurate.
Yep,
Here
I'm ready.
comes.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Happy holidays, everybody! Welcome to our holiday podcast.
Sweet.
Mhm.
Welcome.
We're here to talk about some of our favorite holiday gifts that we've gotten in the past.
Yay.
I don't know. We're just gonna jump right into it. Let's just jump right in. Who wants to start this baby off?
I don't.
Okay, I can.
All right, here's Alex.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So, so I remember one of my favorite things that I got one Christmas was the GameCube. It was I remember all the kids in school telling me that. No, I didn't get a Dreamcast. Anyway, I don't know if we're the only. I know there's other Mexican people, and I don't know if there's other cultures that do it too. That
There definitely
open
is.
up gifts. Oh, okay, cool.
I got news for you. We live right next to him.
Well, you know, they opened up gifts at midnight, and I remember
that is a thing. I did that. Yeah, that's a Mexican thing.
Yeah.
It seems
Um,
similar.
It's a Mexican
We
thing?
do something similar like that too. Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any other Mexicans that eat
Mexican
frijoles,
things.
but my family would eat frijoles.
Oh.
we would do like one gift every hour leading up to.
What
That seems
the?
like a
Wow.
better time, Richard.
It was interesting.
Like doing a gift every hour.
Yeah,
That's a lot of. You came from a privileged family. All our money went to the pool, so we couldn't get gifts every hour.
Oh yeah,
You guys
know,
got a pool?
You guys have a pool.
Oh my
Yeah.
bad. I can't afford a pool. That was my favorite.
Because you guys got gifts every hour. That's why.
Anyways,
GameCube, yes.
Oh yeah. Anyway, aside from the pool and the gifts and stuff, we got the GameCube. I remember me and my brother. It came out in like 2001, and we got it, I think, in like 2001. Wait, did it? Yeah, I think we got it like that year it came out. And,
Fact check.
Oh, it came out in early 2000 there. and
Don't know your dates. Jeez.
No,
Called
I
heroes of
don't.
fandom, not heroes of persons with interest in video games. Jeez.
And then there's just one box like for me and my brother, and then we didn't expect much, because I do remember, like, not to bring down the mood if it does bring down the mood, but like it was like a rough year for my parents, and then you know, but we believed in Santa back then still. I still do, so why not? Anyway.
how old are you?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, Santa. He works at the mall. I saw him.
He's sitting on your porch in your hammock in a Hawaiian shirt right now. That's what he's doing.
No, I kicked him out. It was invading my privacy. So anyway,
Hey, Christmas is breaking and entering.
You know, the clock struck 12, and the spell ended. I'm just kidding. We started opening up the big box. There's just like one big box, and there's like a lot of toys in there, like Spider-Man. I remember there's like a cool Spider-Man action figure that I got. My brother got this Hogwarts slime chamber, because the second movie was out by then, and inside was another box, and we didn't realize, and our parents were like, "Oh, what's that inside?" And so we brought it out, and we're like, "Oh, it's the GameCube!" And then we set it up, and we played like till 3 a.m. that night, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. That's one of like my favorite gifts that I've ever gotten. Yeah.
Damn, that's a nice memory, actually.
That is an answer. I have a question.
Yes, of course.
Alex, did you guys have a memory card?
Yes, we did. It was a bundle from Costco. Yeah.
Fancy.
So it came with like the Smash Brothers Melee guide, Smash Brothers Melee, a memory card, 2 controllers. It's like that Costco bundle that always comes with everything.
Dang.
Random question, completely random.
Oh.
Did you end up getting, well, it's about the GameCube, but for the GameCube, did you end up getting that little attachment for the bottom of it to play your?
Yes, the Game Boy Advance.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's called the Game Boy Player, I think.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, that thing was amazing. Me and my brother like doing that. We liked using it.
Just curious.
All right, who wants to take it away from there?
What? Does Carlos want to go last so he can take up the rest of the podcast?
He probably does.
Yeah, good idea. Then I could just take a nap. No, I wanted to add something to that GameCube comment about the memory card. We got a GameCube 2 for Christmas. I think it was also that year, 2001.
Yeah, but it probably came with 1 controller.
Yes, it was the black one. It came with 1 controller, and we didn't have a memory card. And my tia got us Batman Vengeance, and we didn't have a memory card for like the longest time. So we saw that intro so many times because we would just play it, try to get as far as possible, turn it off, and then it would reset. Because back in those days, as a kid, you don't have the patience to wait till you go to the store to get a memory card. And yeah, that's nice that you have a memory card. Yeah.
I'm sad we don't have ours anymore.
Oh.
Because my grandma had gotten us one back when we were over in Calexico, and she passed away, of course. But like looking back on it, it makes me kind of like sad that we didn't keep it, because it's now it would mean a little bit more, being that it was from them, and they're not around anymore. But it was a good memory getting that, and I remember distinctly just having that. Kind of wish I could experience that again, But it's gone at this point, but would be nice.
Yeah, no, for reals. It's something that's definitely kept to the realm of childhood. Like, once you reach a certain age, the magic of Christmas shifts, and not in a bad way. It goes from, you being the one receiving the magic to you can pass on the magic to somebody else, make somebody else's Christmas something memorable. And then, when kids are involved, you can, do that to them as you had it for yourself,
Yeah.
Those kids better be buying me gifts. That's all I'm saying.
Gotta start them young.
Ain't too old for Christmas. Ain't too young either.
Daddy Gary, got you a punch to the nuts, and then just...
I still collect toys, man. Hey.
Yeah, I'll make your Christmas magical, Anthony. You can be the kid we all sponsor. Let's all give Anthony a special Christmas and go visit him in Japan and be like, it's a Christmas miracle.
Please.
Hey, Anthony, we brought
briefcase and some tax forms.
All right. Well, then I'll talk about mine since you kind of segue into that. So of course Power Rangers. Duh. That's what I'm gonna talk about. But like, so for a few years, like when I was like really little, like maybe like, I don't know, 6, 7, whatever, or probably like, around 6, 7. My parents, or mostly my mom, because my mom would be the one to go out and buy the gifts. My dad would have no idea, but my mom would buy me a Red Ranger, like the new Red Ranger act figure of that year, because back in the day, with toy releases, they would release the new toys during the new toys of the new season for the following year during Christmas time. So I would get the new Red Ranger figure for the following year. And she would give me the red one. She gave me the red one for maybe like a couple years. But then after a while, she started giving me the blue one, because she thought that she kept giving me the red one, but then like after a few years, like she would just keep giving me blue, because she would think that the previous year she got me red. So I just ended up, so I ended up getting Blue Ranger figures for like how many years? Because she thought that she would give me the Red Ranger, which is fine. Which is, it doesn't matter because it's new anyways, But it was just funny that she just thought that she would give me this certain color, even though it wasn't. But I rem- so that's one, I guess, story I had that wasn't like a specific like thing that I got, but a specific thing that I did get was these Mighty Morphin bike. It was a not a bike, not an actual bike, but like an action figure, and he came with his like motorcycle, his shark cycle, from season 3 or something like that.
Shark Boy and Lava
Um,
Girl?
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Shark Cycle. I take that back. It wasn't the Shark Cycle. It was just the regular. It was the original cycle from season 1 or season 2. But me and my brother got red and black. I forget who got who. Maybe he got red and I got black or something. I'm not sure. But it was supposed to be from Santa. And of course, back then, I was that gift. I was probably like, 6 or 7 or something. Of course, believing in Santa at the time, and I we totally believed it because there was a note that came with the bikes, or the toys, and my parents wrote it, but it was like completely different handwriting. Like I didn't recognize the handwriting, so I was like, "Oh, this must be Santa. Like this has to be Santa. Like this, I don't know whose handwriting this is. This is really good." So that was cool. That was cool. That was a cool memory. Unfortunately, a few years later, my brother broke our dreams of believing in Santa Claus and asked my mom on the way to McDonald's, "Is Santa Claus real?" My mom was like, "Do you really want to know?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, shut up. I want to shut you alive. I want to keep getting more gift. Shut up. Shut the hell up. And she said, "No, that was us." And I'm like, "Fuck!" Like,
You pushed him out the window of the car.
That was probably I was about to throw him out of the car, and that was probably the saddest McDonald's meal I've ever had. Like, that was not.
It wasn't a very happy meal.
That's impossible.
It was not a happy meal. It was a very sad meal. It was a depressing meal.
Oh. What toy were they giving out? Do you remember?
For the McDonald's thing, I don't know. I don't remember. It was just.
I guess it couldn't have been that traumatic.
You didn't get that.
It was so
Pokemon
traumatic
card?
that I forgot. That's what. No, I don't remember. It was just some random. It was a random day. I don't think it was even like during Christmas time. It was just like a random day that he decided to ask and break my dream. So like, yeah.
That's an unfortunate end to your story. That's how you found out that Santa wasn't real.
Yeah, we're talking about like our memorable gifts, and you just transitioned to your Christmas tragedies.
His parents gave him the gift of knowledge.
If it came about how I stopped believing in
the
Santa.
gift of knowledge. They gave me the gift of reality.
Gift of truth.
You
can use some of that right now.
Anyway, who's next?
All right, I'll go. So one of my earliest Christmas memories dates way back to like 1997 when I was like 5 years old, and we lived in a small apartment.
No,
not yet. I wasn't born yet. See, I was in the womb listening to the Christmas miracles that were about to take place that year.
Oh.
So we lived in an apartment, and of course, as a kid, you'd think Santa Claus comes in through the chimney, but instead there's just these little exhaust pipes at the top, and apparently it was magic that Santa Claus could squeeze through these tiny holes. And when you're 5 years old, you believe everything. You believe that the airplane bringing the food has to go into your mouth. I was 5 years old, way too old for that, probably. That's anyways. So back in those days, on the weekends, my dad would take us to the swap meet, and they had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter for Super Nintendo. And even at that age, I was already a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles. We had a Super Nintendo hand-me-down, and I wanted it, but my dad just couldn't buy video games like random like that. So this must have been shortly before Christmas, because I don't think he would have planned that far in advance. We ended up getting it for Christmas. It was that and one of the Stretch Ninja Turtles. I don't know if you guys remember Stretch Armstrong, but these were like the Ninja Turtle variants. So I got one of those, Raphael, and Tournament Fighters. And at those age, you just press buttons. Who cares? It's just the Ninja Turtles. It's cool. A couple years later, we got the Nintendo 64, and we gave away our Super Nintendo to cousins, and that Ninja Turtles game had swapped multiple cousins' hands. It went to one cousin, then it went to another cousin in Mexico, where it stayed until I was like in high school. I had already forgotten about it. I went to go visit his house for the first time in like forever. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you remember this game? This game was yours." And it came back in my possession, and I have it to this day. So it's the one game that after all these years, it's the only Super Nintendo game that is from our original childhood collection, because we got rid of our 64. We never had an NES. The Nintendo, no, yeah, 64 we got rid of that. So our GameCube was the only console that we never gave away or sold to upgrade. So yeah, that Tournament Fighters game is the one game that survived after all these years, after all these hands, and it's the one. It's like I look at it and I'm like, yeah, this is the game I held as a 5-year-old, and it's like it's trippy because you don't think about like just how long these pieces of plastic live, and then I look at all the other games I have in my collection and I'm like, how many stories must these games have? Like some of them have names, some of them have like marks, and you kind of just wonder like, video games are expensive, so most people get, like Alex got a GameCube for his Christmas. It's like most of these games, at least some of them had to have come from like Christmas gifts, and now they're in my possession. Just makes you think, right? Just makes you think. And on that note, I just want to throw in real quick that another Christmas gift that I got was Earthworm Jim 3D on the N64. This would have been what, 2000? That game sucked. It sucked what?
Yeah, I was gonna say that game wasn't a good game.
No, that game it was terrible. But when you're a kid and you get it for Christmas, like the one Earthworm Jim game you've ever gotten in person, because back in those days it was like what, Earthworm Jim 1 and 2 on Super Nintendo, and it's like we didn't have a Super Nintendo. Like this was the one game that was like mine, and games were expensive back then, so they were events. They were for birthdays or
they're
for
so
Christmas.
expensive right now.
Well, no, back then an N64 game would run you like $60, and that was like in 1999 money. You have to adjust for inflation, so they were like $80 by today's standard. Like the more expensive N64 games were like $100 by today's standard.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean, like with the inflation and all that. So
Yeah, no, games have gotten cheaper, and it's just I ended up selling it. Like I gave it away, and years later I bought it at a flea market, and I bought the box separately because that box just gives me so much nostalgia. I would. I paid $10 for that cardboard box, and every time I look at it, it just takes me back to the Christmases in Tijuana, where my grandma has this big house, and it's like all the tias and all the tios and the primos and the primas, everybody. It's like whenever I look at this game, it just takes me there, and like that to me, it's like I know they say that Christmas is more than gifts, and it is. But it's sometimes those bigger meanings that we associate with these things, and it could be something as simple as a cardboard box, and it like takes you there. And there's a photo somewhere of little like 7-year-old, 8-year-old me holding up the game, and it's just like it takes me back. And like, yeah, those two, of course, it would be video games. And I got tons more stories, but I'm gonna wrap it up there. Tournament Fighters, Ninja Turtles, and Earthworm Jim 3D were my picks for top memorable Christmas holiday gifts.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
Terrible save. I made it worse by trying to make it more inclusive. Just make it awkward. Anyway.
So, can we turn this podcast into a Carlos Rose sesh for buying a box? Who wants to go first?
All right.
What the hell?
Why did you buy?
Dude, what the hell?
It's okay. I appreciate boxes too sometimes.
It's the art. It's art.
It is art.
They put so much effort into designing the cover art
They
that
used
it's like
to.
you can't. Yeah,
I mean, you're right. I do like boxes. I
yeah, you have a whole closet full of them. I know you don't buy them separately, but you do have a whole closet full of them. So you can't judge me. You're just like me.
I
Judge
judge
your
you.
boxes.
I've never bought a box.
Have you never? Have you ever bought anything to
Just for the
complete a
box.
set? Like you had the figure
Never has he
separate,
ever.
but then you bought the.
The cardboard box.
No.
Usually my toys come in the boxes.
Oh, that's convenient.
Well, yeah, I mean, 'cause I bought
Convenient.
this game at the flea market years later, so it's like I had to get the box to complete the set. You know, I wanted it with the box. It's a cool box. Google Earthworm Jim 3D and look at that artwork. It's pretty interesting.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
good. I'm good. We're just shitting on Carlos's memories.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Carlos.
I'm proud of my memories. I got nothing to hide. I knew you were gonna give me crap for the boxes, but I have to be honest. That's how much it meant to me.
It's very fitting.
It meant so much to me that I got rid of it, but whatever.
Well, now you know the value.
Now I know the value exactly. And isn't that Christmas? But growing up, you look back and you learn the value of these things. It was more than just the material item. It's the feelings and the memories associated with the item.
Mm.
If it makes you feel any better, I got a box story as well.
Okay.
Please do tell.
It's probably worse than yours.
Oh God!
Wow. Worse than.
I need this for my self-esteem.
It can't.
I
It
thought-
can't be. There's no way.
So I'll be honest, I never bought a box separately from my shit because I already have enough boxes as it is. But just a quick, and then I'll get to my regular stories. So like, because during one Christmas, when I was young and I wasn't 6'3" and almost 300 pounds, so I could fit into boxes. And I was small enough, and there was a box that was at least, I want to say maybe like 4 feet tall, and had a whole bunch of packing peanuts in it. And we got something for Christmas. I forgot what it was. Either it was me or my parents got something from it, and we had the box left over. And out of all my Christmas gifts that year, I think we were in Coronado at the time on the military base. Out of all the Christmas presents I got, for a full day straight, I played with that box. Just the box.
Nice.
I would jump into
Wow.
it with all the packing peanuts and have them fly everywhere. I would make a fort out of the box. I would just sleep in the box. I would do random shit and just like that box was my best Christmas present that year. So if that makes you feel any better.
That's not worse than my stuff. That's not worse than my stuff.
Yeah, I recycled the box. You bought it.
You repurposed the box.
Yeah, you repurposed it.
Well, I know what I'm
A little
getting Gary
bit.
for Christmas. Then I'll buy a box
Oh,
again.
don't even.
You can play in a box again.
Don't tempt them.
If you can get a box that can fit my big ass, then yes, I 100% would be down.
Yeah, we'll get you a
You
Fallout.
can buy a shipping crate.
That's also
Give me
true.
a shipping crate. Way to make me feel fat, Carlos.
Aw.
No, I thought that's the only thing that was.
Jesus.
Uh-huh.
You're an adult, tiny man. You're a tiny
What?
person. I'd get you a shipping box, but you're a full-grown person. You have a
Full-grown
beard.
underfed boy. Would you like me to segue into my stories then, since we're here?
Shipping crate. Oh my God, how'd you get? All right, yes, do tell.
Make sure there's packing peanuts in that box though, or else
Okay.
it ain't worth anything. But I was in Texas as my freshman year in high school, and I had always wanted a beanbag ever since I was in Japan because I had a
Texas toast.
Texas too.
You were in Japan?
Yeah, I was in Japan for
What?
2 years, I think. And,
Really?
I was in Yokosuka base. So when it was like in between middle school and elementary school. I think it was right in between that. And oh wait, what the fuck am I talking about? Japan? Oh yeah, no, Japan had like a like a public rec center for all the kids on the naval base, and they'd have like the Xbox. They had the original Xbox, and then they had the what the fuck they had? They had one. It was like Kung Fu Fury game, and it was like Smash Bros, but really bad, but it was fun.
Oh.
So they had all that shit, but they had a whole entire room that just had like 20 beanbags stuffed in the corner that all the kids can lay on and watch a movie. So I had always wanted one. So my parents never told me. You guys have seen my beanbag that I have now.
Yes.
That shit's
No.
it's just fucking huge. And well, for reference, Alex, it's fucking huge.
Oh.
So, but no, I was in Texas, and there was this box, maybe like 3 feet by 3 feet box, or 3 foot box, a small little box, and I didn't. This year, I was getting a beanbag, and I had no idea. And so I was just going through the presents. They're like, "Open that one." I grabbed it, and it was fucking heavy. And I'm like, it's a small box. Why is it so fucking heavy? Is it a shot put or something? And so I cut it open, and then the beanbag was in there, but it was deflated, like those suction bags that like take all the air out of it.
Yeah.
And so I see it in there. I'm like, am I gonna fit in that? Like, why'd you guys get me such a small beanbag? And so I cut it open. And immediately when I cut it open, it broke the box because it expanded so fast and it just went. It started breaking the edges of the box, and then it started to keep expanding. I poked a hole in it, and it just kept expanding and expanding. And and that became the beanbag that is over there that you see today. So that one was a little weird. But I have another story from when I used to live in, I forgot where I lived, but I was young. I liked Harry Potter, but I wasn't like a huge fan of it. So I was like, it was before I went to Japan. And so I really liked the pet dragon that Hagrid had. I think his name was Norbert.
Yeah.
Norbert. Do you ever remember the commercials of the animatronic version of him?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So he had like multiple different things that he did. He would it was one of those reaction based things, like if you said something, he'd do something, or he'd randomly just like purr or something. And he would like extend his wings out, and he would like blow fire. Well, he would just have an LED light in his mouth, but he would quote unquote blow fire. And I was so excited. I kept pestering my parents about it, saying I need this. And I ended up getting it, and I literally did not let go of that thing for 3 days straight. He slept with me on the floor when we were at my Tia Alicia's house. And, like, I cuddled with him, and then I took him everywhere the next day and kept petting him and like putting him on the desk. When I was eating, he would be on the table, and I tried to feed him fucking food. He was like my best friend for the time. And I was just so excited. But yeah, I had him for like 3 days straight.
He was my only friend at that time.
You're my only friend.
I had that in my box.
That's all you need in life.
It's a simple things. I don't know. I have a hard time remembering. I know I've had good memories. It's tough to, off the top of my head, just think of them. I'm sure I could come up with some. But of the one that I can remember, it was back at our old place, and I mean, money was kind of tight, so it's tough sometimes. But you know, the family comes together and is willing to pull off something like that, and of course I am appreciative. But so basically, we had our gifts, and it was Christmas Day, and me and my brothers, all three of us, we got our gifts from Santa, which happened to be back in the day PlayStation 2 games, and it would it would seemingly be like the trifecta of like what came out at that time. So I got Sly Cooper, my middle child got Ratchet, and then the littlest one got Jak and Daxter, which was very fitting for all of us, I think. And I just remember we all kind of had to take turns because we didn't really. I mean, obviously we had one PlayStation, so we were like all just trying them out one by one, and it was just a very fun experience. And I think it kind of paved the way for our interest in video games, at least a little bit more so, because we were kind of into it. But I think that was more that sent us more in the direction. But that's the biggest one I can remember.
Wait, so your first system was not Nintendo?
Nintendo?
Wow.
Wait, I have a question about about the games. Who would play their game first if the three of you guys got games? Who would always get top billing?
Richard.
I would think me, but I don't think it was me. I think we just
Richard's
let.
such a nice older brother.
I think the middle child got it. I think it was Ratchet and Clank first.
It's always the middle child.
They need special treatment.
Wasn't Ratchet and Clank inappropriate?
I
No.
mean, maybe for our age back then, a little bit. Like it's not like
Remember
crazy.
the Up Your Arsenal was like a huge deal for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I was like, did they put that in the game?
No, like all the games have like an innuendo in it. It's crazy how they got away with it. I guess back in the day it was okay. Even now it's still kind of okay. Up your arsenal.
Yeah, it isn't.
The quest for booty. Huh? Wait, Carlos was gonna ask me something, wasn't he?
I think so.
No, I already did.
Oh,
What'd you do?
someone else asked. Oh, Alex was saying that if it was my first system. No.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
No, I remember I used to. I think the first system was a Game Boy because my aunt had one, and I would always play Tetris on her little Game Boy, not the color one, just the original.
God.
Yeah, so it was like way back in the day, and I was never huge on it, but it was all we kind of had. So she'd let me play it from time to time when she would watch over us. And then eventually, I think they got me Pokemon Red, maybe like a year or two later, and that's what really started it. Not Red, Pokemon Blue, obviously.
Oh.
Obviously the better one.
I got Pokemon Green.
How dare you? That's like Japanese
Green.
exclusive. No, wait. Was it blue or was it yellow? It might have been yellow.
Yeah,
Yellow,
Wait,
you can
which
get
one?
in the States.
yeah, yellow.
Yeah,
You could get in
the
States.
Japanese exclusive one was green.
green.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think yellow might have been my first one. I think I skipped the blue. 'Cause I think I just watched the movies up until they got me yellow. And then, yeah.
Nice.
that
And you
was...
stopped watching the movies after that?
No, of course not. I have a little, like, I have the Burger King, like, Togepi, like, gold coin. And I had, like,
Yeah.
the
Yes.
Mewtwo card, like, when you would go watch it in theaters.
Yas, Queen
Like, those
Slay.
promo. They don't do those promos anymore. Those are so cool.
Yeah. I
You know-
remember the
oh.
little...
They brought back, I forgot what movie it was. It was one of the newer ones, but they just brought back where if you go, they gave you a card. I forgot what card it was though. It's like the exclusive movie card that you can't buy.
Oh, wait. Was it... I think I know which one it was. Was it the
What,
one...
Detective Pikachu, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
No.
There
They
was one
released the
after
card,
that.
so I got the card with that one.
Oh, yeah,
Was
they
it
had
that
a
one
Detective
then?
Pikachu card.
I
I thought-
got a card for because
Yeah, nobody
they gave
asked.
a card out at the theaters and then they gave a card out with the VHS. It's like they were constantly just giving out cards.
Yeah, I think Mewtwo Strikes Back was the one where they gave the card out. It was like a Mew, I think.
No, the
no.
Mew
have
that's
that
like
one.
holographic.
Oh,
That was from Pokemon 2000.
Ah.
Remember
think so.
the douchebag at the end gets it,
I don't remember.
and they never followed up with that.
There's no need.
that they just remade it in 3D.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember what card exactly, but so one of them gave us Dragonite. That's for sure. Okay, I remember now. I'm thinking about the cards I have.
Yeah, Mewtwo Strikes Back. They gave out Pikachu, Electabuzz, Dragonite, or Mewtwo.
Wow.
Did they give out clone
And then-
cards too?
Did you look that up? And then Pokemon the movie 2000 is when they gave out the hieroglyphic Mew card.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think I got that one.
It was dope.
It's not hieroglyphic. It's the unknown, isn't it?
It's
Back-
missing
Oh
no.
my God!
Movies were theatrical.
Oh my god.
It might have been.
Carlos.
Yeah, it might have been Detective Pikachu then. And I just didn't go the first week, so they didn't give me the card.
I got a Snorlax card from Build-A-Bear.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
I have a Snorlax from Build-A-Bear that Christina got me.
I want one. I've been looking at Build-A-Bear lately.
It comes with a card. It says Build-A-Bear on it, and it's Snorlax just sleeping there with a
Will
sleepy
Christina
press
get me
attack.
one too?
You do love.
No.
Wow.
Damn, right, you know, I'm gonna go get him. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah.
Wait, why are you looking at Build-A-Bear,
Um,
Alex?
I'm on the shop right now actually
But why are you looking?
because
at
I want one of the Pokemon ones.
Well, they have
I
the
don't-
starters,
the-
right?
Do they? No, not anymore.
Oh,
Let me see. Oh, there's a Snorlax one that Gary was talking about.
What kid are you buying Build-A-Bear for, Alex?
Myself. Nanya, Carlos, Nanya.
You're not gonna
Jesus.
you're not gonna make magical Christmas memories for a kid. Make your own.
Yeah, they're my own Christmas memories. The
I
kids are
bet.
gonna see me like, wow, you have because I'm gonna put it on my desk at work, and they're gonna be like, wow, you have a Pokemon Build-A-Bear. Is that for me? I'm like, no, that's for me. Go away.
get out of here! You
It's
don't
like,
have money.
Alex, could you
Get
please?
out of here. You don't have money.
You
Get
don't have an
out.
account here.
Like, Alex, could you please leave your toys at home?
No.
Let's no.
Well,
Oh.
I want to buy a life-size Snorlax plush.
Oh, they have a huge one. That's just something I
Where?
Where?
Got no
And
room
it comes
for
with
it.
pajamas.
I'm gonna make it work though.
Gary.
Listen. He has a sound thing in him.
What does he sound like?
Sounds like Snorlax, apparently.
I don't think
Fine,
I even
go.
know what Snorlax. Oh, he's like bloop, bloop. Yeah, that's
Yeah, he
that's
sounds
Slowpoke.
You don't hear all that?
A little
Yeah, I
bit.
hear something.
That's definitely
My favorite
That's
one.
a Snorlax.
Yeah, he's like, there's one that lasts for like a few seconds, and it's like, it's Snorlax.
Did you know you guys can record your own voices?
Yes, Carlos, I did. I did know. I've been to Build-A-Bear. God, Carlos.
Well, that's what he sounds like.
I mean, I didn't know until I saw a kid whose Build-A-Bear had that.
Did you never go into a Build-A-Bear, Carlos?
I've never been to a Build-A-Bear.
Oh, wow, you didn't have a childhood.
Not even inside.
I think that was after that. I think that was
Not
after my
even
childhood.
You never like
No,
visited.
it wasn't.
When did Build-A-Bear start? Can somebody look that up? When did Build-A-Bear
A
start?
while back, I'm sure.
Fact check.
Or I could.
Because I remember I was like 9 years old or 10 years old when I got a Build-A-Bear koala.
Get AP Newsroom on the phone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hold the fact checkers.
When did Build-A-Bear start?
Build-A-Bear.
2001.
Let's look it up.
That's my guess. I'm probably way over.
History, 1997, Carlos.
What?
Wow,
close
that's
enough.
the year I was born, so that was like before
What?
my childhood.
97.
What do I look like, a Cabbage
Yeah.
Patch Kid?
Born in 97.
Yeah, you probably were a Cabbage Patch Kid. Let's see. Ooh.
Honestly, yeah, I could
I'm a
see
big
that.
kid now.
I could see that.
Garbage pail kid?
We're going teddy bear hunting also.
50 likes on the video. We'll be giving away a half-filled teddy bear.
Here's a fandom exclusive Build-A-Bear bear.
For every,
An Anthony
for
plush?
every subscriber, we'll
I
stick
made
a
it
piece of cotton in
myself
this bear.
at home.
The Anthony plush, though.
Hey,
what I'm gonna get.
hey, we're
Have
gonna
like
get
adjustable
gonna get-
hairstyles.
Heroes of Fandom bears, and they're all just dressed as us.
Has
Yeah.
like one with a
Nice.
goatee and without a goatee, one with the long hair, one with the short hair, one with the medium
Oh,
hair.
man.
His
You know, all
work
these
attire
accessories.
and one in his Power Ranger suit.
Oh my goodness.
They did have a Power Rangers Build-A-Bear at one time.
I saw
I
that.
think I remember that.
Gary, they have the child, the Baby Yoda one.
The
Don't
child!
even
Get the
mention
child!
that, or else I'm gonna have to buy it.
They have a Christmas tree one. It looks really weird.
Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's just a Christmas tree.
I'm gonna stuff my Christmas tree.
Okay,
Weird.
I had a question
You've
for
never
y'all.
No, I don't like your questions.
Okay, hold on. Carlos had a question.
Okay,
Okay.
Carlos, go.
Well, if you guys wanted to touch on it briefly, so it's not like it doesn't drag on too long. What's
Touch
the
who?
worst or most
Oh my
awkward
God.
gift you can think of at the top of your head?
The awkward gift?
Awkward?
For my birthday, like in general, or just holidays?
Wherever.
Okay, so for my birthday, when I was working at GameStop, my old manager gave me a penis squirt gun. It was,
Alex, we're talking about the awkward one, not the best one.
it wa- well, at the time he gave it to me, it was so expected. It was like awkward because my other coworker was there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, happy birthday! I got you this." I'm like, "Wow."
Happy
Did you
birthday,
use it?
Wink.
I did use it. I went to the back in the bathroom and filled it up with water and started squirting him with it.
Sounds like a good day in my book. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, now
on my
someone top that.
I got one. It's not it won't top that, but
Oh, okay.
it is a holiday one.
Oh.
I so I haven't. Oh shit! What the fuck is that? Oh, my phone. Sorry. Uh, no. So I have an uncle who I don't really know, because him and my aunt divorced like a long time ago. Uh, like maybe even before I was born. I don't even know, but like
Wow.
um, I've met him like maybe once or twice in my life, and the one of the times that I met him, maybe it might have been the first time, I don't know, but he came over for Christmas, and he gave me and my brother like just a little like car, or was it a car, or maybe like a little like taxi
Oh, the
cab
ones that you
thing.
drive around. Yeah.
Uh, it was just like a toy car, and like me and my brother were like, oh, like I don't know, we were kids, so we were like, oh, okay, like okay, but like it was kind of just weird because like we didn't know him, he didn't know us, and like he just got us kind of a general kind of toy. So it,
Boys like
not so much
cars.
the gift was awkward, but like kind of that moment, like looking back on it, I was like, yeah, that I get he was trying to like just be nice or whatever, but like I don't even like I haven't talked to him in a long time.
She got
Like
you a gift card.
I don't even remember his name, to be honest.
Oh.
He remembers
Wow, he's
you.
gonna listen to this video and be like, yeah, he's gonna watch this video and be like, I remember that.
I spent
He
$5
doesn't even
on
know me.
I tried bonding with him.
I spent $2 on that game.
And he got it at the checkout line.
Wow, what an ungrateful dude.
He was buying something else and he got it at the checkout line.
Yeah. Well, your story about divorce reminded me about. I mean, I wouldn't say it's awkward, but I think
Oh.
I think I got my Nintendo 64 because my aunt and her husband at the time had divorced, and she kept
Nice.
a Nintendo 64 and gave it to me. And I remember it had Zelda, and I think that was the only game. And I was way too young to understand what the hell was going on, so like I never played it, but I had the system.
You had Zelda?
Yeah, the original Zelda, I think.
Oh,
Or
never mind.
one of those. I don't even.
The Nintendo 64 one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Wow. Your aunt was just like, no, I'm not giving it back to you. I'm giving it to
He
my
left it at the house,
nephew.
and she's like, "Okay, well here." Cool.
Here you go. Kids like Nintendo, right?
I don't even care if it's a hand me down. I'll take it.
But the history. Some guy is now without a wife and a Nintendo 64 to keep him company.
He
Oof.
took everything. Oh no, he was having an affair, I think.
Oh, he was having a
Took
affair?
everything from me.
Well,
I got
Um,
a story.
No, you don't.
Yo, Carl,
Yes, I do.
is that a box?
you
So-
already told your story. You already told your story. It was the box thing.
No,
Yeah,
that
it's
wasn't
pretty
awkward
awkward.
enough. I can make it more awkward. So
Oh,
Star
no.
Wars Episode 1 was fresh off the presses. This is the new biggest movie. And my grandma, who's never been close to us, she just got my younger brother a Anakin Skywalker doll because I guess he looked like him, Anakin. Like we always had the bowl cut hair. And she was like, okay, like he'll like this. But because she got my little brother something, she had to get me something. So because she doesn't know anything about me, she just got the next thing that must have been right next to it. I opened up the box and my cousin just goes, "Ew!" It was a Watto figure. You guys remember Watto, the junkyard dealer? It was the
No.
nastiest. He's like
I remember
the
Wario.
no Watto.
Watto?
Watto from Star Wars Episode 1. Watto, the
Watto.
junkyard. The racist
Fuck, I don't remember.
caricature of a Middle Eastern character. Somebody throw up a graphic. Yeah, yeah.
How do you spell
Yeah,
his
so-
name? How do you spell his
Watto, Watto, like what you
It's a
doing?
great character.
What are you
memorable,
doing?
memorable,
For a 6-year-old.
but very racist. Yeah. So my grandma just thought I would like this weird bird
Oh,
monster.
that guy.
Yeah, and my cousin was just like, "Ew." And I still have it. It's in a box in the attic. I still
Nice.
have that Watto. I
How'd
made the
that,
most of it.
how'd that make you feel?
At the time, I was just like, "Oh, cool! It's a toy." I didn't really care much about it, but it's like it's a toy. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, "Yeah, she didn't like. She just got whatever was in the checkout aisle." And it's like,
Well, it's hard to shop
it's
with
a
people you don't know.
reoccurring theme. It's a reoccurring theme that's been continuing all my life. But let's not get into my
Nice.
childhood traumas. We're talking about awkward Christmas gifts.
Wait, I have another one. Gary, do you have one? Or can I go?
Go for it.
Oh yeah, okay. So this one is not really about me. It's about my brother. I remember this, and it was awkward, I guess, for him and my parents, because there's like these little dancing Pokemon. There's a Psyduck one at Toys R Us and a Tiggopy one, and like you turn on the Switch, and it would just move side to side, and it like Tiggopy one, would say like they just talk, but like with their
I
little.
had one of those. The
Oh,
side.
you did. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Psyduck has his hands on his head.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And so I got Tiggopy and Andrew got Psyduck. But I remember Togepi, yeah.
Oh, I
Why?
thought you said something else.
No, Togepi.
Oh.
Anyway, before I was really interrupted. he started crying because he saw that I got Tiggopy and he had Psyduck. He
Wow.
wanted Tiggopy too. Yeah, and my parents were like, Alex, trade with him, and I was like, no. I got this one.
No.
So eventually they went to return it to Toys R Us and they got him a Tiggopy, so we both had Tiggopys.
Wow.
Everyone is happy.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure my parents were like really. It was like awkward, like, oh, we thought they would like it, but he's being a little butt.
Well, Togepi's better.
Wiener about this.
He is. He metronome.
Look, he's cute.
He bees.
Psyduck's psychic,
Hey.
though. They're both psychic.
Hey, yeah,
I
Psyduck.
like my Psyduck.
Psyduck's not cool. It's
Wow.
It
like,
turns into gold, though. That's cool.
it's like saying Psyduck is cool is like saying Anthony's cool.
We're both cool.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe you should have trained him to evolve.
Shiny
Nothing can
Psyduck
evolve.
is cool.
Shiny.
Oh. Show me.
I wish I could. I don't have one though.
Oh, then why are you bragging about it?
Shiny
I'm not
star.
bragging about it.
Alright, Gary, what's your awkward thing?
Oh God.
Oh, that's pretty awkward. I'm just kidding.
This is pretty awkward.
One time.
One time in Bangkok?
I was gonna say Bandcamp, but I think
Oh, you're
if
a
any,
fan?
if, yes, I was, but
Aw.
if anything, I never went to Bandcamp though. Besides,
Oh. Okay.
but like, it wasn't a bad gift, but it was awkward because my Uncle Tom got me this. It was I think it was a PS2 game or a PS3. I think it was PS2. It was the Woody the Woodpecker game.
Oh.
And he got it for me, and I thought it was like a show, or I thought it was like a movie or something of Woody the Woodpecker. I opened it up, and I straight up just had no expression on my face, no excitement. I just stared at it, and then I looked back at him, and then I stared back at it, and I just put it down. I was like, thanks. But like, my initial face, I felt so bad. I still feel bad up to this day. That like, even though I was just a kid, I thought it was like a movie or a show or something. And even though I was a kid, I was like, I'm too old for this shit. And then my parents saw that. They were like, "You make sure you write him a letter saying thank you, so he knows you appreciate it." But like, I felt so
Wow.
bad. The next day, I played it immediately, and it was actually a pretty fun game. But the whole thing is like, right after that expression, I realized that like, holy shit, this is a game. This actually is cool. Because I thought it was a DVD or something of old Woody the Woodpecker cartoons, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
He probably remembers that to this day.
What's up?
He probably remembers that to this day. That look you gave him.
Don't remind
The sharp
Probably
eyes.
resents you. It's like, wow, I hope that Brad didn't end up growing up.
What?
Wow.
He's like, wow, fuck that kid.
They believe in Jesus, you heathen.
Hope that Brad went to hell.
Making fun of Uncle
He's
Tom.
gonna find you on Facebook, and he's just gonna comment on one of your photos, be like, "Hey, fuck you."
Listen here.
You
I didn't
engaged
believe
little
that
bird.
thank you letter you wrote.
Honestly, he was kind of that funny kind of uncle where he was always cracking jokes, and he was that funny uncle that you had. So I wouldn't put it past him.
To do that.
I'm working the coal mines for this.
He lost his sense of humor.
It's just, he'd be like, remember when you didn't like my gift, you little shit?
Think I'm joking, but I'm not. It's over.
Put up your
Why
hands.
don't you just
Put up your
PS5,
dukes.
but I'm gonna keep it at my house.
Wait, I'm gonna hop in the shower. You guys want to see?
Question. Like,
Yeah,
what
put it
was
on
the
the screen.
gift you guys wanted most?
What's the gift that I wanted most?
Yeah,
Sorry.
the gift you never got.
The PS5. It sold out.
Yeah, what up? Hint, hint.
No, let's see. What the gift that I always wanted but never got, even to this day, or just at that time?
I don't know. Well, you never got it, so it would still be up to this day.
I wanted a Game Boy Advance and I never got it.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh wait, no, that's why I got a Game Boy Advance SP. Never mind.
You got the better one.
I got the better one. Yeah, never mind. Someone go. I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I wanted Anthony. I never got
alright.
it.
And you never will.
Damn.
Go what?
I wanted Anthony.
Was I the gift that you never got?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll wrap
Yeah, you
myself.
better
Under,
be.
I'll wrap myself and put myself under the Christmas tree.
Good.
Save
We'll get
yourself
you a
some money
shipping
and
crate to
wrap
put you inside.
Yay.
Alrighty. If you listen to this, the best gift of all was your audience.
Friendship.
The only gift
Support.
we ever want.
So
The
hit that
best,
like.
the best gift our audience has is Heroes of Fandom.
That's right.
Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Show
Yep.
us off to your family. Play
And your
at
grandma.
Christmas
Don't
dinner.
forget your grandma.
Yeah, do that
Your
too.
grandma's not
And-
part of
and
your
dog.
family, apparently, according to
No,
Carlos.
no,
Grandma's
she's
separate.
separate.
Wait,
she's separate.
Oh yeah, no, my yeah.
No, we said your family, but you have a unique family, Carlos. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys later.
Alright, have a wonderful holidays.
Yes.
Have a
Okay.
great
Have a warm.
Christmas.
I'll see
Have
you
a good
tomorrow,
Hanukkah.
Richard.
Have a good Kwanzaa. Have a good Festivus. Have a good everything. Yay!
But what if I'm Jehovah's Witness?
Well,
Go to your
Have a nice day.
stingy.
just
Go to
have
your
have a
go,
nice day.
go to your COVID dinner.
Yeah, go catch COVID. Tell us what it's like.
You're super
Okay,
spreader.
well,
Tell us what it's like.
There he goes. He's gonna go spread it.
I'm gonna do it. FBI, he's
Bye.
kidding. Bye.
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 He's kidding.